Hello, good evening. Welcome to Happy Families with Principal Lisa. I'm here for the next hour and I'm going to be joined by a few fantastic guests. My first guest on Happy Families is the wonderful Camilla from Five Little Ducks, and she's just about to join me. She's just there, I can see. And then after that, I've got Mr. and Mrs. Magic, none other than Magic Phil joining me. So let me get Five Little... Hello, goals and girls. Lovely to see you. Hello, everybody else. I hope you've had a great day. I hope you had a good weekend. Oh, hello. Hi, Camilla.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, welcome to Happy Families with Principal Lisa. It's fantastic to have you. Camilla is the managing director of Five Little Ducks. She's
right.
also mother of three. And the youngest one is only a baby, isn't she? Hi, Ezra.
He's 3 months old today, yeah.
Wow. Hello, Raising Mikhail. Lovely to see you. Everybody's popping through. That's fantastic. Welcome. We're joined by Hey Goats and Girls. We're joined on the show now with Camilla, who's the managing director of Five Little Ducks. Hi, Shani. Hi, Cake Mania. And then about 6:30, we'll be bringing on Mr. and Mrs. Magic. They've had an eventful day at the hospital. So I'll let them tell you all about that at about 6:30. Hi, Masha. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Happy Families with Principal Lisa on Pearl FM. Tonight's show will be live on Instagram, and it'll be recorded, and it'll be on IGTV and YouTube, and then it'll play on the radio tomorrow night at 7. So lovely to see everybody. So Camilla, can you just tell us a little bit about what you do and what your daily life looks like?
So I run the business of Five Little Ducks, which is a baby boutique chain, baby and kids boutique chain. We have 4 shops. We have 2 in Dubai, 1 in Town Centre, Jumeirah, 1 in Arabian Centre, Al Kawanij, and then we've got 1 in Abu Dhabi and 1 in Al Ain. So I do a lot of the purchasing. I look after all the staff. I go between the stores. I make sure everyone's happy. We do marketing stuff. So it could be anything really. It's really interesting. Every day is different. Obviously at the minute I can't get up to Abu Dhabi or Al Ain, so I'm kind of remotely trying to take care of what's going on there. But usually I'm in the shops and, you know, planning our next sort of few months. And yeah, it's really fun. I get to choose everything that we sell and all the lovely products that are out there, and meet loads of lovely mummies that come in, lots of pregnant ladies that come in. It's really, yeah, I love it. I absolutely love what I do.
And hello, Cupcakes, and hi, Salama. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Fajana. Hi, Albin Sultan. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you for the love, Cake Mania. Thank you, Get Inspired. Lovely to see everybody. But we really need to give this mum a bit of love and support, because she's got a 3-month-old baby. And then you've just got home from work and one of the children's been a bit sick.
Yeah, so last night with a fever for my middle child. Obviously, the baby was, you know, feeding every 3 hours. That's standard. And then I've just got home and she's like, "Mummy, I'm not well." And then she's just been sick. And then the baby's better. It's all going off over here. But, you know, you just got to, you know, just crack on and deal with it really. But yeah, crazy days.
But you know, when you say, the thing is though, is when we all giggle and laugh and we're like, "Oh gosh, Camilla, look, we feel you. You've been up in the night feeding a baby who's 3 months old every 3 hours." And people would not imagine someone being able to hold down a job as a managing director of one of the most popular baby brands in Dubai. Oh, and yet you are. How do you do it? What do you think is the kind of the mental attitude, the trick?
Well, there's a lot of coffee, I'll tell you that much. I always say sort of pre-lunch coffee and Diet Coke. That keeps me going.
Right, okay, got it.
Yeah, you know what? I love what I do, so it's easier to kind of do it and to go to work when I love my job. If I didn't like what I did, it would be much, much harder. But at least I enjoy my work, and you know, the kids are great. You know, they're at home. They've got the nanny at home with them, and you know, I get my breastfeeding hours, so I'm able to come home a bit early and spend time with them before bedtime. And all about. So we had a really nice weekend with we went swimming, and you know, had fun at the pool and at the mall as well. So, you know, we do what we can. I think there's so many working mums out there, and every one of them deserves, you know, to be appreciated, because it isn't easy,
Yes.
but we do what we got to do, you know?
Exactly. I mean, Miss Autumn says that's my daughter. I have to admit, she says I love coffee too. Go Mamas, and bringing up boys. Lovely lady. 2018. She says higher ladies. Raising Mikhail. She says she loves your store. She's got the most gorgeous little boy. She loves your store. And Cloud Hoods have just joined us. Hello, girls over there on Cloud Hoods. And Tish. So we've just been chatting to Camilla. Camilla's just been telling us about how she's been up all night with the baby, yet managed to get into work and be the managing director of Five Little Ducks. Wow. Kiki's saying women can accomplish anything when we set our minds to it.
I think that's. I've got 2 girls, so my girls are 6 and 7. I think a lot of it as well, you want to set a good example. You want to show them that, you know, we've got it in us. We can do what we want to achieve career-wise as well. It is hard being a mum at the same time, but, you know, we can do it, and the option is there. I mean, obviously, if they don't want to do that, then that's fine too. But I want to show them mummy goes out. Mummy's not just mummy. Mummy goes to her shop, and mummy plays around with her toys in her store. They think that's all I do. But yeah, no?
Well, Cloud Hoods, 2 really lovely ladies run Cloud Hoods, and they've just said, way to go, girl, and she loves your store.
Oh, thank you so much.
So what do you think has been the best product out on the market for mums in 2020 that you're selling in your store?
Very good question. So with my first 2, so many of these things weren't available. So I'm really enjoying this time round, kind of using all kinds of different things and so on. I have to say my number 1 purchase, it's not new for this year, but there are new designs. It's a Sleepyhead. Didn't have this before, but it was actually designed by a Swedish lady who wanted to co-sleep safely. So she developed this pod that you could have baby next to you. She's very much attachment parenting focused, and it means baby can come into bed with you, and there's no danger of you know, baby being rolled on top of it. It's a really brilliant product. My boy settles really well in it. He sleeps well in it. He comes in our bed every night, so he's there with us, and has his naps, everything. I'm really happy we got that this time around. Yeah, using Pureborn nappies that weren't available before, so they're all made out of bamboo.
So we love Pureborn nappies at Happy Families. I mean, what a great company they are. Hannah Curran actually is going to come on and tell her story in August. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, they're like a new concept, much more environmentally friendly, much softer, much more absorbent. So we've had no problems or accidents with those. And on potty training, I'm sure you've dealt with a lot of different types of nappies.
I have. And I have to also declare an interest that my son is the accountant there. So, you know, it's...
Good.
So I'm the potty queen, and he yeah. Oh, Magic Phil's in now. Bringing up boys is just saying that she loves shopping at Five Little Ducks because the staff are really knowledgeable and friendly.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah, but you were telling me earlier, and it was so lovely what you said, is you said when women come to the shop and they're pregnant, I feel like I'm a big sister showing them what to buy, and so they don't buy things they don't need. Tell me about that.
Well, look, you know, first time mums, you're not sure, what do I need? Do I need this? What does this mean? You know, you've never like shopped for this stuff before, so how would you know? So what we try to do is to provide a really informative but also friendly environment where you can ask those questions, and we're not pushy salespeople. We're literally like, right, okay, what's your style as a mum? Are you going to be traveling a lot? Are you going to try breastfeeding? What do you want to do? And then we kind of tailor what they might need accordingly. And obviously we do a lot of gifts as well, so we can offer practical gifts, we can offer the sort of nice to haves. So of course there's like the nice bits that aren't 100% necessary but are nice, but then there are the really practical practical things which we would say, yeah, you're definitely going to need, for example, swaddles. You might want to try a hacker breast pump. You might want to, you know, and if it's a different milestone, like the weaning journey, for example, you know, we'll say, well, you might want a food processor, you might want some freezer trays, and what about some plates? Suction plates are brilliant because they can't fling them on the floor, and show them all the new products. So we do try to be informative in a really friendly way, and the staff are really well trained to kind of read that with the clients. Yeah.
I mean, people can be really well trained and, you know, well done for training the staff, but you can't manufacture passion. And I think that's what you've got, and what people are saying as they're dropping into the conversation that they've experienced from you. We've got a few lovely girls here. Faye Wright, Aisha. We've got Kerry from the Pilot Expat Wife. Hello, Kerry. Fairy Tale 2060 sending some love. Moira. We've got lots and lots of different names. Anna have popped in, sending some love up the side for you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I am passionate about it. I don't know what it is about strollers that gets me excited. My husband thinks I'm nuts. And he's like, not another stroller. I think I've had 5 strollers and I've got 7 car seats in my car. So I'm a little bit obsessed, but you know, it's such a magical time in your life, and I've just been through it myself. So just thinking about all these, you know, wonderful moments and milestones that you have with your baby, and being a part of that. So the clients come in when they're pregnant, and then they'll bring the baby in, and then they'll come in when they're, you know, starting to teething, when they're weaning. So we can watch these little babies growing up, and it's just lovely. So I love it.
And Magic Phil, who is there ready and waiting, he's going to be coming on a minute with Mrs. Magic Phil, the very beautiful Miss Hannah. So Hannah's obviously going to be having a baby very soon. So what would you put in Mrs. Magic Phil's basket? What should she have?
Well, she's already put quite a lot in her basket, actually. So,
has she now?
Yeah. So we're working with Magic Phil. So he works with us, and he has got a code for all his followers. And he's going to do some videos and content in our shops. But yeah, what I would suggest is we sell co-sleeping cribs. So they picked up a snooze pod, which is a bedside crib. I believe they've got a Sleepyhead as well. Obviously, you want a car seat, a very safe car seat. Someone's asked what's the best. Very much depends on the age and the weight and the height of your baby. So if you want to come in, we can suggest what's going to work best as well, because different cars have different fittings, like the Isofix anchors. So if anyone wants advice, we can definitely arrange for you to come in and have a look at all the different options. We've got about 10, 12 different options car seats.
Okay.
So definitely car safety, swaddles, blankets, a hacker breast pump. Later on, you're going to look at feeding and weaning products, and so on. So yeah, so many things: feeding covers, diaper bags, nappies, wipes.
And so what kind of discount? So what kind of discount would they get with the Magic 10? They get 10% off, do they?
That's right, yeah. So it's Magic 10 is the code. You can use that online. On our website, 5littleducksme.com, and it's applicable on everything. And don't forget, we also can do free gift wrap, and we do free delivery above 250 dirhams, and we can assemble for you. So if you don't fancy assembling your high chair or your stroller, we'll send somebody with full sanitization to put it together for you.
Are you going to, because I'm a bit worried about Phil. I mean, we're going to be talking about this in the moment. You know, he's going to be having a live nappy, you know, demonstration. But I mean, would you teach Phil how to, you know, put the car seat in the car, fold the stroller down? Do you help people?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. People will come in, and if they want to change the cover on their stroller, we'll do that for you. We'll help you with the car seat. We'll advise how to install it. We can't legally do it for insurance, but we can stand next to you and show you how it goes in. And we do full. Usually with strollers, people spend about 30-40 minutes shopping for a stroller, and it's the dads that get excited because it's like a car, like all the moving parts. They love all of that. So that's what gets the men excited. The women like to come and touch all the fluffy things and all the little cute bunnies and the little, you know, socks and mittens, and the men just go straight for the strollers and car seats.
So what's the latest fashion for a newborn to wear, Camilla?
Well, newborns' clothing was always very much like elephants and teddy bears and quite cheesy. And now it's gone very, very on trend. It's a lot of mustard, a lot of terracotta, a lot of blush pink, petrol blue, like, you know, things that are almost miniature versions of what we'd wear. So like lots of cute tight jeans and tight leggings and really lovely little outfits, bubble rompers for girls. So baby wear has come a very long way from sort of shapeless bodysuits. So it's like the babies of today are looking very good.
Right, wow. And do you enjoy the purchasing part? Is that one of your best parts of your job? You know, choosing what to buy.
Exactly. So I shop for a living. It's not just shopping like we shop, but we have to spot the trends. We go to trade fairs. There's usually one every year in Germany we go to where all of the latest products are showcased. We have to follow a lot of different countries. You know, Europe is a few years ahead of us. They're much more daring. We're kind of catching up now. And we see what's going on in the States and the different trends in Asia, and we see what people are liking. There's very much been a push recently for kind of old school back to basics attachment parenting. So co-sleeping, baby wearing, extended breastfeeding, and a lot of the products are centered around that. So yeah, people are kind of swaddling again and doing all those things which our mums would have done, you know, 20, 30 years ago.
I mean, you know, so when I first did my training, and obviously I don't know if anybody knows, I'm a nursery school principal, but I've been working with babies and children for about 30 years. And when I did my training, there was nothing like co-sleeping. I mean, you know, we swaddled and we tucked down into the cot, you know, with the sheet and with the blanket, and we tucked down, and that's what we did. And we put baby to sleep and we fed them every 4 hours. I mean, that was my training, you know, back then. But things, you know, things have really shifted. And over the course of those years, you know, I've learned a great deal about why those things worked and why some don't, you know, and what those kind of shifts are. But swaddling is one thing that I don't think I would ever attempt to even try to get any newborn to sleep without a swaddling cloth, you know.
No, they are brilliant. Swaddles are so versatile. The development with swaddles is that now you get a lot of zip up swaddles, and babies like to sleep with their arms up.
I like swaddle there, but with one arm up so that they can like suck their fingers.
Oh yeah, and it gets all wet. Yeah, my boy does that. But they like to sleep with their arms up like little angels. So we've got swaddles called Love to Dream, and they're from Australia, and they're amazing for that. And they're great because they zip from the bottom as well. So if you need to do a nappy change, you don't need to take the whole thing off. You just literally zip up the bottom and off you go in the night time. So they're really, really good. But yeah, zip up swaddles.
I want to come to the shop
and different. How?
I actually just want to come because I want to see all the latest, you know, the latest things. And
yeah,
so what do you think? Yeah, I'd love it. What do you think is the trend that's about to break, maybe? I don't know if this is an okay question to ask you, but you're not sure.
Good question. Well, seasonally, we're now looking at school stuff. So we're all preparing for back to school because we've now got the green light that schools are opening. In terms of trends for next year, it's hard to say, quite honestly. The baby business has continued steadily during this lockdown. People are still having babies, or they, you know, if they're pregnant, they're still delivering, they still need all their stuff. So what's about, I mean, honestly, it's really, really hard to say, but I think people are being very stylish. Nurseries are now very grown up, very trendy, very cool. We've got like, you know, cheetah spots and jungle cats on our...
lovely.
Lovely mustard coloured swaddles, you know, all these lovely... So we're moving away from blue and pink, pastel colours, and we're going very much more into sort of earthy
colours.
Yeah.
Now, for Jones Girls Dubai, she's giving you a big kiss. I think that's Laura Jones.
Oh, bless her.
It's nice to see you, Laura. Thanks for the love. It's Me Safe has given you a little wave.
Oh, thank you so much.
You know, and so lots and lots of people. But you see, people are joining the conversation and thinking, wow, that lady's like the baby wear expert. She knows, you know, she's the managing director of 5 Little Tucks. but on a daily basis, you have to get yourself out to work. What does a day in the life of you look like?
So obviously I'm up early with the baby. So I feed him around 6 o'clock, and well, that's when he wakes up. So we have a little feed and a cuddle. Then I go and get ready for work. I leave for work at around 7:30. I get to work for 8 o'clock. So I do 8 till 5, or with my breastfeeding, I do 8 till 4. So I get a bit more time with the kids in the evening. So during the day, I could be anything from being in the office to being in the shops, managing the staff, handling orders, and so on. And then when I get home, it's all systems go. So the kids have their dinner, so we all eat together, which has been really nice actually from the lockdown. Is that
did that set up a new kind of practice for you? Hello, Gida. Gida's just popped in, Raising Girls DXB.
Oh, yeah. So what's been a really nice sort of what's happened with this lockdown is we're now having family dinners together, which is great. And the baby down, then it's the girls have to get in the shower. I'll grab a shower, and then I'm in bed sort of watching TV with a cup of tea by around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I couldn't be happier.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's all about the kids really, and I might do some household errands and some bits and pieces around the house. I try to be as productive as possible. I have to be super organized. So I actually have my own account called Camilla, which is where I put all my kind of organization tips and hints. And we were making jam yesterday, and going down to the fruit and veg market and just getting things ready for the week ahead really, because I find if I'm all sort of prepared on that side,
yes,
it kind of goes more smoothly.
I agree. I mean, if there's anybody listening who wants to send some love to our Camilla, fire away. Any questions or any feedback? But you've got the most beautiful, so you know, look, you're the managing director of Five Little Ducks, but you also have your own blogging page, which is beautiful in its own right. And how you find the time for that, as well as, I don't know.
Oh, it's just me pottering around my house. There's nothing glam, honestly, Lisa. I think this is the thing with Instagram. Like, you can fall down a rabbit hole of all these beautiful accounts and all these unattainable things. And more often than not, I'm usually sat in my pajamas, cleaning my dining room table, or, you know, preparing the dinner, or, you know, just sharing a bargain. I've been to Matalan and pajamas are on sale, or just, you know what I mean? Something like that. It's not, there's nothing glam about it. I promise you.
Cupcakes would like to know, how did you come up with the name of the store? Is there a meaning behind it for you?
Well, so Five Little Ducks is an English nursery rhyme. So 5 little ducks went swimming one day, and we were thinking of something which was cute and playful. And we met with a supplier that was selling these rubber ducks, and we have them now in store still. They're called Lilaloo, and they're just like little rubber ducks, which you have for the, there's like 100 different kinds of ducks. A duck playing golf, pilot duck, you know, the queen duck, all these different ducks. So yeah, we were like, okay, it's got to be this. So it's just something cute and funny and playful that we decided to call it.
Well, it's a great name. I think it's lovely because you've also got the visual of the 5 little ducks, and somebody's calling you a superhero. And then Raising Girls is saying that you're beautiful. So there you go. I told you if you came on here, you'd get loads of love. Happy families.
Yeah, but look at honey. I think this is this virus. I think we, you know, a lot of us are kind of needing a bit of a touch up in the beauty department.
Do you know what? Oh, listen, don't worry. I was like that. I had to wear a hairband because I was starting to get like the greys were coming through, you know, in the lockdown. So I was wearing a hairband, and everyone knew. I just said, I've got a hairband on because I've got a bit of grey.
Yeah, we just got to embrace it now. We're all in the same boat, really. So I need to get myself down the salon. But yeah, I need to squeeze that in at some point, definitely.
Well, hopefully, why don't we? Is there anybody in the listening to the show tonight can give a nice treatment to Camilla? She needs her hair done, girls. Someone must know of a discount code.
Just a bit of Clorox will do. Thanks. That's all.
Yeah, Clorox. That'll do. Or Jif. Or Jif or something like that. But like on your very worst day of where you're, I mean, I have to say today sounded a little bit like it was probably quite challenging. No, really, how do you get through it?
I think you just got to have a sense of humour. So me and my husband are very much very British sense of humour, quite sarcastic, quite dry, and we just got to laugh about it and make jokes and just, you know, every so often you get a really bad day and you just have to run with it and just hope that tomorrow's a better day and just have a laugh, really.
And the thing is, it's actually Holly Benny. We were talking about this last week, and she was
Yeah.
just like, well, tomorrow's a new day. So you wake up and you just try again.
Yeah, exactly. Holly's one of my closest friends, and she's someone I really aspire to be like, because she's so laid back about everything. Oh, you know, the ceiling's leaking, whatever. Oh no, the dog's escaped out the front door. It's fine, it'll be fine. You know, so
Yeah.
she's very relaxed, whereas I feel like I can get quite anxious about stuff that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. So I'm trying to be more like Holly and be less.
Yeah, be more like Holly. That's funny. Now, our friends over on Cloud Hoods, they've just said that they've got a discount code for hair. You can get 25% discount with Cloud Hoods at codehair.ae.
Okay. I have to
So,
go and check it out.
Laura, if that's you, if you send that to me, I'll send it on to Camilla so she can get her hair done. Thank you, girls. What a lovely community.
Isn't it just? How nice. Thanks, everybody.
They're lovely girls. Yeah, they've got like a family app. So you can like find out all different discount codes, information, things that are going on. They work really hard on that. So yeah, so that's that. And so your advice for Magic Phil and Hannah as they're about to obviously have the baby, what would you say to them?
Well, look, Phil is already in the humorous sort of genre, so having a good sense of humor about everything is really important. You know, you will have to deal with the explosion. You will have to deal with a teething baby. You're not going to avoid it. Like, there are amazing highs, but it also can be very, very difficult. But just create a community of like-minded friends around you and people that are going through a similar thing at a similar time. Don't stress too much about it. You know, I have to say, as it's gone on, with the more kids I've had, I'm most relaxed about this one, because you realize after sort of the first second that, okay, you know, this one's got a fever, she's fine, she'll be okay, you know, whereas the
Yeah.
first one, you know, you're massively stressed. So make sure you've got really good support, well, that can advise, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Take all the help. Everyone wants to help, everyone loves you and wants to help. If they're offering, you know, to bring you a meal or come over and give you a break, by all means just invite them over and you know, accept all the help you get.
And we won't mention the birth.
That's fine. You know what? I've forgotten about it. I didn't have natural birth C-sections, but I've, you know, it's not pleasant and all that jazz, but it's literally well, for me it was over quite quickly, so it's fine.
But
You
you know
forget
the
about
thing
it.
is, and that's the thing, you actually do forget about it, and you at the time of going in it, you think there's no way I would ever forget this, but you do. You literally, it's just you know, yeah. And then the other thing is, yeah, and then you think at the time, you think I will never do this again. But you do. But you do.
Part of it, it really, like, for me, so I was in labour for 24 hours with my first and it didn't progress, so I was in a lot of pain. So I did it again after that, and the third time as well. And to be honest, like, if you've got a great ob and like you've got the support of your partner, it's all good. And then before you know it, they're there, and the newborn, you're just mesmerised. So that's it.
Is there
really
anything that you would recommend that Hannah or anyone in the call was about to have labour and that you was your, I don't know, something that you would definitely put in your bag? Mine would be lip balm, but not lip balm, the one that like petroleum, a non-petroleum based lip balm, because petroleum based lip balm dries your lips out, and you need something really kind of, yeah, because that was the last thing, is your lips get so dry in labour. So that would be what I would recommend. What about you?
Yeah, I would say so. I would think hair bands, because, you know, when you're hot, you don't want all your hair like in your face.
Hair bands.
Yeah, you don't need that much for baby. Bring snacks for your husband My husband was useless. He just turned up there, was like, what's the Wi-Fi password? And I'm hungry. I'm like, this isn't about you, love.
He
like,
said, what is the Wi-Fi passcode? No way. And
yeah.
you still want to feed him?
Yeah. So he was like, he was the worst serving partner ever. He snored. So we were there overnight and he snored and kept me awake.
He snored?
Oh, it was terrible. I sent him home after a while. But anyway, so just, you have to take more care about your husband than the baby. The babies are easy. It's a husband. So Phil, don't be selfish.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. Well, actually, we need to bring Phil in. He's there waiting with his nappy to learn how to put it on the teddy. But, and then we've got Hannah, which I'm really pleased to see, Hannah. So stay on. So stay with us, Camilla, if you get a chance to hear what Mr. and Mrs. Magic have got to say. But so thank you so much for joining me on the call and for making the effort.
No, thank you so much. So I'm going to watch now what Phil's doing. And yeah, thank you for having me on, Lisa. It's been an absolute pleasure. And if you need anything, just come to the shop and we'll have some fun with all the stuff, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. So I will come because I genuinely want to come and see all the new things that are the latest things on the market. But so I'll see you soon, Poppet. Thanks for coming on the call. Take care. Say goodbye. Stay with me while I just say goodbye to Camilla. Goodbye, darling. And then we'll bring Magic Phil in. So stay with me, everyone. I'm sure Phil will pop in just a second. Here he is. Hold on, bear with me. Magic Phil. He should be coming on in just a second. Just waiting for him to enter in. He's there with Mrs. Magic. Hi. Hello, hi. Hey, Hannah, how are you, darling?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm lovely. I mean, I'm not the one who's had to, pop to the hospital and everything like that today.
Yeah, well, we did have a bit of a scare, but it's given us an idea of what it's going to be like. So we called it our test run, didn't we?
Fire drill.
Yeah. So now we know what we need to do when it's the real deal. But it was just Braxton Hicks, luckily. So nothing serious, but we just wanted to go and get it checked just to be safe.
Well, I just want to say welcome to Happy Families with Principal Lisa. You probably guessed I'm Principal Lisa here on Pearl FM, the home of your husband. And Happy Families is a show about kind of sharing tips and advice and experience. And there'll be lots and lots of supportive messages throughout. So you're in a room of supportive people, Hannah.
Amazing. That's what I need. Positivity all the way. Definitely.
Yeah. So for everybody that's beginning to join the call now, can you tell us, so how many weeks pregnant are you? When are you due?
So we are 35 weeks pregnant now. Well, nearly 36, 35 and a half. And we're due on the 12th of August. So
the day after my birthday. So it would be nice if, yeah, that's it. I'm the 11th. So Archie, your little boy's going to be called Archie?
Yes, he's Archie James.
So how did you come up with the name?
No particular.
We've got a song. Would you like to hear his song?
Yes, please.
2, 3, 4. I'm Archie James and I'm ready to explore. See the fishes swimming and to hear the lions roar. Feed a bear some honey and a panda some bamboo. We love you, dun dun.
Oh, that's so nice. That's lovely.
That's the best daddy in the world, because literally all throughout this pregnancy he's been singing to Archie every day, like talking to him, like he's been the best. So it's been lovely.
Do you know, well, Get Inspiration 101 is sending you some love, thinks it's a great song. Hala says, what's Hala saying? If yes, that's, oh, so you Virgo. If yes, that's why I love you.
You'll have to read them because neither of us have got our glasses on. So I can't even see anything right now.
Well, Hannah, neither have I got my glasses on because actually I'd look like an old granny and then Phil would tease me. He'd definitely tease me. Anyway, well, we've got our friend here, ending with 04 says, oh my OMG, I like it. Right. So look, I heard a story that when you found out you were pregnant, Hannah, my love, you rang Phil and he didn't look like his normal self.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, we were both just as shocked, to be honest. It wasn't a planned pregnancy as such, was it? I went to the doctors for something completely different. Had a
Really?
test. Yeah, wasn't expecting it at all. The doctor rang me before I was about to teach a bunch of children, and she was like, "Hannah, you're pregnant." So I was like, "Oh." So that the entire call, I was just saying, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh," for about 20 hours. I think I wasn't listening to anything she was saying, and it was Phil's first day of panto. So it was his first ever show for Trouble in the Willows. So rocked up, hadn't told him anything, like, so he wasn't prepared for this at all. Rocked up, he was in his full green toad costume, so he was looking as fantastic as always. And I was like, "Oh, can I talk to you?" We walked off, and then he was proceeding to tell me all sorts of things that had happened throughout the day, like
Yeah.
having a good old moan and groan. And I was like, "Phil, stop! I'm pregnant." And he was like, "What?" So, yeah, it was a bit of a shock for both of us.
A minute before showtime.
Yeah,
so I had that in my head. I had to be in magic Phil mode, so I couldn't let that. But it was all going through my head, and it was a good feeling.
Yeah.
And obviously, Hannah's mum as well, who's my stage manager, so she got told at the same time, and she was just side stage going, "Oh my God, you're going to be a dad!" I'm like, "Gee, just."
Yeah. I mean, I have to be honest, I'm actually feeling myself welling up listening to you. It just is actually, it's quite emotional, really, to hear that news, but then to think to yourself, well, I've got to step into my professional persona. You know, I mean, how do you do that?
It's one of them things as well. If I was already in the gear, I was already revved and ready to go. Where, you know, I've been many a times where I've had to deal with, you know, some bad news before I'm going out on stage. And you just have to, you know, it's for the children as well and the people watching you, and you just get into that zone so much. It's where
fair enough.
Hannah knows if she comes into my dressing room, there's, you know, especially before shows and stuff, I need to get into that zone.
I was thinking of not actually telling him before the show, but I physically hold it.
How could you? Yeah, and the other thing is I bet you couldn't have met him and seen him and not, you know, not told him.
Yeah.
But so then what happened? So you went home. Did you just sort of sit there and just both go, "Oh my goodness"?
Yeah, literally, we both just looked at each other like, "What is happening?"
I think it hit then, because Hannah was so busy because she was working front of house for me, and I was so busy with the show, and then we had separate cars as well, so we didn't even drive home together. So it was that moment when we got in the house, Magic Phil finished, and that was it. It was that's when it hit.
But actually, we didn't actually get to speak to each other straight away either, because you had Richard, who was your
the musical director. He was staying in our villa with us.
So we had a meal afterwards, so we were eating the whole time.
Oh my goodness. Because you know I sent him down to Bob's Fish and Chips. Go on, out you go, Richard. But actually, Get Inspired just sent a question, and the question was they missed what the name of the baby was. So I'll let you tell Get Inspired 101 the name of your beautiful baby to come. Archie James. Oh, we seem to have lost you. Hopefully you'll pop back in a minute with the internet. So we'll just wait for Mr. and Mrs. Magic for the internet to just come back in. They'll be back. Don't worry, everybody. So we were just chatting to Mrs. Magic, the very lovely Hannah, and I think it was a difficult time because there wasn't that moment of when she could find the time to actually talk to Phil about the fact that she discovered that she was pregnant, and it was a bit of an unexpected event. I'm sure Phil will just pop back any second. So if you don't mind, I shall just keep you all company whilst we're waiting. So it's lovely to see. Let me say hello to a few people. Abraham, Rajiv, lovely to see you. You were giving a wave to Mr. and Mrs. Magic. Mox 104, here comes Phil again. Let's bring them back in. They'll be popping back in any second. Let's just, oh, there you are, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, don't say sorry. It's okay. So, what advice have people given you about being parents that you feel you connected with and you thought that was good advice?
We've had a lot of advice, haven't we? We've had a lot of people coming to us. I'd say the nicest advice is just enjoy every moment, and like that's something I really want to, you know, take in and appreciate as well. Like just like it goes so fast. Like everyone always says, like those newborn years especially, like it just goes. Like one minute they're a baby, and then the next they're like a toddler running around the house like crazy. So just enjoy it. Try and spend every moment you can as a family, and just appreciate it.
Depends how you take it as well. Different people have said, oh, you're going to lose so much sleep, you'll never sleep again. But then on the other side, if I'm awake, I'm with my baby, I'm, you know, whether it's in the middle of the night or in the day, you know, I might not be sleeping, but I'm having time with that moment with little Archie. So it's just people like that, you know, you'll never sleep again.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's a good attitude. So Frizz is sending you lots of hugs, Mr. and Mrs. Magic. I mean, look, I think, I mean, from a professional point of view, obviously I've looked after lots and lots of babies, you know, over the years. And I think to begin with, you know, it is just about enjoying that time, you know, and I know Phil's got some time off, you know, and you'll never get that time again. You know, it'll be lovely. And I suppose my advice would be is maybe be a little bit selfish during that time. You know, just make sure that you know, you do what feels right for you. I don't know if anybody else listening into the call has got any advice for Hannah and Phil, who are about to become new parents. So we'll see what everybody's got to say. I mean, just talking to you now, I can see a different Phil than, you know, in the sense that obviously you're there as parents, you know. Do you have any kind of concerns that, because Phil's such a fun joker, any kind of concerns that perhaps during the labour he might be doing a trick or, you know, making a joke?
So funny you say that. I mean, to be honest, like Phil and Magic Phil are like two completely different people. It's crazy. Like Magic Phil is such a character, and obviously he's Magic Phil a lot because he works a lot and he does a lot of, you know, things. But when he comes home, he's just Phil, and he's still funny, and he's still, you know, we still have such a laugh, and, you know, we joke around and stuff a lot, but he's not like the silly character that you guys all love and know.
So when you're...
The costume doesn't work for her.
No. And so when Hannah's in labour and she's like at the peak of like, oh, this is so, you don't say, stay silly.
I'm sure I'm going to come out saying that. Like the amount of times that child has heard it already, like inside the tummy, like he's probably going to be coming out and going, stay silly. So Cupcakes, lovely lady, says, take your time. Don't rush doing work. Abraham Rajiv says, enjoy the moment, Mr. and Mrs. Magic. Every second will be lovely and you will both be amazing parents. Lots and love. Lots of hugs from Abby. Dubai Foods Wager. What was the best and the worst part of your pregnancy so far? Great question. That's a good question.
For me, I think it's, you know, the best part. I'm learning new stuff, not just about the baby, but about, you know, the mum's body and the way it changes, and, you know, a lot of things that are You know, I even learned how to build my own cot. You know, stuff that I don't normally do. But
IKEA.
So you
Yeah.
put the cost. So because I mean, just but you're in the nursery now. I mean, we can just see it behind you. So the Woisters cruise says you both are really inspiring. So that's a really nice thing to say, that you guys are inspiring. We're just losing the connection a little bit. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you. I'm afraid it's part and parcel for happy families during COVID, as I'm doing the show from home. I agree, Em for Mama. What a beautiful couple they are. So during COVID, I'm doing the show from home, which is great fun because we're doing it on Instagram, and I've been able to get to know a lot of you through doing it on Instagram. But it does mean that we sometimes struggle with the connection. Oh, and my husband has popped on, so that's good that you know that he's there. He's just saying something very nice. I'm hoping that Magic Phil, thank you, husband. I'm hoping that Magic Phil is about to just pop in and come back with Hannah so that we can find out, because Phil said that one of the best things that he's learned from the experience is that he's learned a lot about his wife, which I think was a really beautiful thing that he said. I mean, I'm quite inspired that he said he's learned a lot about the way that the changes with Hannah's body as the expectant mom preparing for childhood. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Hopefully the connection, we've made it back through with the connection. I hope so, because I want to hear from Hannah about what she feels has been the best part of the pregnancy for her, and then perhaps the worst part. It's a shame because we tested the connection, didn't we? And we had a really good connection. For staying with us. Let's hopefully, let me just check something at my end, everybody. I'm going to just, you'll see me losing the screen. Okay. Right, so hopefully this should work. Hopefully Phil's just coming through. Thank you, everybody, for waiting. Oh, this internet. Oh, don't say sorry. But it was so lovely what you said when you said that. Yeah.
I think it's because it's on my Magic Phil Instagram, and it's like, whoa, that's not Magic Phil talking.
So, Hannah, what's been the best part of your pregnancy for you?
So literally exactly what Phil said, to be honest. I talk about it every single week. I think I say like how amazing like the woman's body is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just incredible. Your entire body really changes to accommodate this baby, and you know what you go through. It's actually incredible, and I've loved learning about it as well. Like, it's really amazing. I didn't actually know, like, you know, you obviously I've had like 2 sisters who have had babies, my mum, you know, friends, but you kind of don't talk about those kind of things. And it's not until you get pregnant that you realize what your body goes through, and it's incredible. That's definitely been the best.
I don't know if other people watching are sending love hearts, and I'm seeing a lot of love and everything going on. But I'm just looking at you two, and I'm just seeing so much love. It's just really nice to see it. It's just so lovely to see you as a young couple about to have a baby. And yeah, but Cupcakes have said, what are you craving the most?
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes?
Literally,
Really?
anything sweet. I'm terrible, aren't I? Like,
it's crazy as well because Hannah loves garlic, and because I do the cooking, I use garlic by not even the clove. It's like by the we are like vampires would stay away from us, but completely throws her off now. The smell, everything. Garlic is just a complete.
Even you've had to stop eating garlic, haven't you? Because it just being near him, I was like, oh, just get away. Like, Even if he brushed
Yeah.
his teeth 100 times, that I couldn't deal
Yeah.
with it.
It's lovely to see them both, and God bless this beautiful couple and baby Archie. And somebody else has said that they're also craving cupcakes.
Yeah, it's a bad
And
problem to have. It's constant. Like Archie just literally wants sugar all the time. But the other day we actually drove to the fast food truck in Alcowenige because I was craving like tiny donuts, like mini donuts. I really wanted, so we drove like 40 minutes, didn't we, just to get these mini donuts. It was ridiculous.
I mean, you seem so really positive, you know, about the experience. And one of the things I've kind of liked is that you named baby Archie James quite early on, and you've really talked about him as a person, you know, as someone in your family already. You've been really positive. But has there been any parts of the pregnancy or the experience that you have found challenging, Hannah?
I mean, obviously I wasn't hoping to be pregnant in a pandemic. That's kind of thrown things off. Phil's missed some scans, you know, it's obviously been like a massive shame. So I'd say that that's been a bit of a negative, hasn't it? But then also in a complete opposite way, it's been a positive because for a lot of it, Phil's been at home. He's back to work now, back into the studio, but for a lot of it, he was at home and recording from home. So that was really amazing that we got to have that time together, which we would never ever get because usually you know, he's working 24/7 literally. What else?
But Dubai food blogger is also pregnant, and she's just said that she feels you, Hannah. She said that she's just sent her husband off to Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Oh, get him to get up as well.
Could you, Dubai food blogger, I think it was Dubai food blogger, lovely lady, no, Dubai foods wagger, could you get Hannah some Cinnabons as well? Do you want the one with the frosting, Hannah?
Yes, please.
So, Phil, the question is, do you feel anything sugar? What about chocolate?
Chocolate, yep.
Yeah, she'll take chocolate. Anyone, she'll have chocolate. Yeah. So, Phil, how confident are you that you can change a nappy? Hannah, you're okay. You just put your feet up, love. Phil, can you change a nappy?
Can't you change your own principle, Lisa? I mean,
I knew he'd get me. I knew he'd get me. Yeah.
You know what? Two things diapers are good for. Number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, exactly. I know that joke. Number 1 and number 2s. Yeah. But so what kind of nappies are you going to use? What do you think are the best ones?
Got to be the Pureborn.
All the way.
Oh, all the way.
All the way. 100%. And a massive, you know, we don't get time to, I get so many messages sent through from, you know, all of you lovely guys. So we just want to, you know, say thank you. I can't answer all of them, but, you know, we do read them, and we do, you know, I do share a lot with Hannah and, you know, all of Hannah's fans. You know, she's...
I'm actually Hannah's fan now. That's it.
There we go. There we go. But no,
He gets jealous.
He gets jealous.
He gets jealous because people are asking about me now and not him. And he's like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, people are like, move over, Phil. I just want to make sure Hannah's okay. No, oh, bless him.
In the photos in the supermarket now. Could you just take a picture of me and your wife?
Do you get that, Hannah? Do people come up? Because Dubai is such a small community, don't you think? Do you get people coming up to you when you're with Phil?
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy. Like, I mean, I love it though. I really do. Like, I always say to Phil, like, the best thing about his character is his fans, because you know the love and support that they have for him is just amazing. So I love going, you know, to shows whenever I can, and like, you know, seeing that. I always say for his pantos especially, I'm not watching him because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do watch him, but I've seen it lots of times because I love that. And I love seeing, you know, the support that they have for him.
Yeah. Now somebody's just asking, have you had bad backache and body pains during the pregnancy at all?
Definitely. Backache is the
Yeah.
worst. It's horrible. But I mean, I end up going to bed now with a hot water bottle every night because I can't sleep without it. It's terrible. But the joys of pregnancy.
And the thing is Gemma Everson author says, congrats. She hopes
Thank
you have a happy and a very healthy pregnancy, as it's the best of times. So how do you cope with that backache? I think actually Hannah just said Dubai Food Swagger that she uses the hot water bottle, didn't you, Hannah? Yeah.
Yeah, so I use a hot bottle. I sometimes ice as well. So I like mix between the two. I actually find that like walking around really helps. So
Yeah.
doing like daily walks. It's weird to say, but exercise seems to definitely help. Like, you know, when
Or a
you've
massage.
got pain, or yeah, definitely a massage.
Have you been getting any of those, Hannah?
Sometimes I have to beg. I have to be like, please. But yeah, no.
So you've got the bag packed, have you? You all set, guys?
Well,
Yeah.
again, today we had the fire drill. It was all 10 minutes. We were out the house.
Yeah.
Bags packed. Everything was, the bag is already packed, but you know, we had a
And
snap bag,
were the
we had
Braxton Hicks
everything
quite strong, Hannah? Yeah. I remember it well. Well, I'm glad you've got your bag packed. Archie, we've got this so nice. Archie will be so lucky to have you two as parents. I hope you guys can hear me. Saying that he wishes you two all the very best. So we've lost Phil again, but I'm sure he's going to pop back in and say good night and goodbye to everybody. Hopefully, whilst we've still got a couple more minutes whilst the show's been on. It's certainly been a real privilege to see such a beautiful and happy young couple about to receive their first child. So we can bring Phil in for the last few minutes of the show and wish them the best. I believe that Phil, there we are. So we've only got a few more minutes. Instagram only allows you to have an hour.
What?
It cuts us off at dead on. It cuts us off dead on 7, unfortunately. But so
Well,
look,
another episode.
We will be doing another episode. In fact, I think we might bring you back Wednesday. Every show, we just want to check in.
Do one with Archie.
No, but I want to check in weekly now, see how Hannah is, and now everybody wants to know, make sure she's okay. Somebody else is saying they wish you all the best, lots and lots of love. So everybody's really, really excited for you, and you know, I couldn't be happier for you guys. So have you got all his little clothes already?
We have. We've got loads. We've got some cute outfits. Wait, I'll see if I can.
Come get one.
Did you get some? Because we were just there with lovely Camilla from Five Little Ducks, and she said that you'd chosen a few nice things from her shop. Oh look, that's Magic Phil's short. No way.
Got a mini Magic Phil outfit. How awesome is that? Even got the little cap and the silver boot.
Really... Oh my goodness. Oh, somebody else is saying, oh wow, everybody loves it. Hannah, what do you think?
I actually can't wait. I was even saying when he's doing his pantomimes, like we're gonna get like Archie little matching outfits with Phil. Like I love all things like that. So
That's nice.
Just excited to have a little mini me. So here we go. He's gonna be showing all the outfits now.
Little VIP.
Oh my goodness. It's too cute. Oh my goodness, that's just too cute. Now I feel so invested in your story. Like, I mean, obviously I you know, but now I'm like, I just, you know, we're all going to be waiting at Pearl FM for the news. But you're going to take some time off, Phil.
Oh yes, I'm taking quite a bit of time off.
But before we went on to close, you were talking about Camilla, and I have to say, like, you know, that shop, even before I was pregnant, I've loved that shop always. I've actually like been in that shop before, like just to walk around and see all the cute little products